Hey everyone, I'm still out here testing out reviewing the Strike Industries products that I have on this 300 Blackout Upper. The series of which I did the build on, I'll put in the description below so you guys can see how I put this thing together. Obviously I've done some changes to it since that series was done. Put on the Strike Industries CQB Viper stock, which I'm probably not going to review today just because I don't have as much time on this as I do everything else. But so far so good. Not the most beard friendly stock in the world, but I'll talk about that more when I do the review for this. But the focus of this video is going to be on the dust cover here. This dust cover is, I believe, their capsule version. The nice thing about some of the Strike Industries stuff when it comes to the dust covers is they do have a couple different configurations for this dust cover, different logos, different emblems, insignias, and different colors. So I got the black capsule version just because I thought that looked pretty cool. And let's face it, looking cool is half the battle when it comes to going out to the range. But all joking aside, I chose the black capsule. They have some pretty cool ones. The Don't Tread on Me with the snake. They got the American flag. So some really good options out there for you. And just so you know, the housing also is a polymer. It's not metal. So just throwing that out there. Now, when you actually open it up, you can see that it does have this little gas seal going around the outside and this little detent. The cool thing about this detent on here is it is adjustable. So if it has a really hard time opening, you can rotate that detent down, or if it's opening too easily, you can rotate that detent up and get it to the exact amount of tension you want. I've had uppers before that came from the factory with really stiff dust covers, and that's not exactly what you want. So you want to find that nice little sweet spot. I'm sure you're wondering, well, what makes this better than your standard mil-spec dust cover? And I'm going to be totally honest with you. There's not a whole lot that really sets these apart. There's absolutely nothing wrong with mil-spec dust covers. Every other one of my AR-15s has a mil-spec dust cover. They work just fine. They keep the environment out. However, things that set this thing apart is the ease of install. Now again, mil-spec dust covers are not difficult to install. However, if you watch my build series, in the course of like 10 seconds, I installed this dust cover twice just so I could show different angles. Basically, it has if you look over here, you can push in, I believe it's this side, but you can push in on the back through here, and it just kind of spring hinges, and you can pop this dust cover out and you can pop it back in just as easily. So literally in a matter of seconds, you have your dust cover on or off. Now that doesn't, once it's in there, that doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but when it's putting it together, I think it's a little bit more secure than the little C-clamp, and it's definitely just a lot more user-friendly putting it together. Also, on top of that, you just have the look of it. Everyone's looking for little ways to set their gun apart from everyone else's. So having that little text string on there, like I said, you can get the American flag, Don't Tread on Me, a bunch of different options out there. That is just a little cool factor thing if that's what you're into. It's not going to be much more expensive than your standard mil-spec. I'll put the price and other details over here on the side just for your reference. But, long story short, it works. If you're looking for something, again, to just set your rifle apart from everyone else's, this is a good option for you. And again, it is super easy to install, super easy to take off if you don't like it. But I don't think that's going to be an issue for you. I'm sure you're going to like it just fine. I really like this one. And don't be surprised if I do builds in the future to continue to use these dust covers. Also, just FYI, they do have dust covers for the 308 ARs, so your AR-10s. They do make dust covers for those larger ejection ports. So pretty cool there, whether you're doing an AR-15 or an AR-10. So like I've said in other videos, I really like what Strike Industries is doing. When you consider that they're trying their best to stay on the tip of the spear as far as innovation goes, I really think they're doing some cool stuff. Not everything's a winner, as you've seen in videos of some of their other products that I've done in the past. But when it comes to just setting guns apart visually, whether it be with dust covers or anything else, there are an array of color options, and just doing something to set it apart and make assembling these things easier. Strike Industries is doing an excellent job of that. So I have really no hesitation really of any of the products that I've talked about so far, recommending them to other people with the exception of the Strike Switch. I'm exceptionally happy with them, and just since it's worth pointing out, All the Strike Industries stuff on this gun I did pay for, so just full disclosure there. So if you're looking for something again for your build, I would take a look at Strike Industries. I'm going to put a link to where you can find this dust cover down below. I really think it's worth a look for you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and throw those in the comment section down below. I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can, but as always, I hope you're able to get something out of this video, and I really appreciate you watching.